Did you know that the average daily dietary intake of arsenic by U.S. adults is 40 micrograms per day? Arsenic? Isn't that the 19th century literature's favorite murder weapon? How do they still have it today? And in our food? Welcome, my friends. I'm here with another video about sugar-free and gluten-free foods. This time, it's all about rice, a staple for millions of people around the world. We will discuss a chemical that is still present in the commercial rice available in our grocery stores today, believe it or not. Then, click the link in the description of this video to access your free one-day keto-friendly meal plan. This is Gerald, your health coach and chef. Let's begin. Swiss physician and alchemist Paracelsus pioneered the use of minerals and other chemicals in medicine. He once wrote, "All things are poison, and nothing is without poison. Only the dose permits something not to be poisonous." That is why we still have arsenic today. Arsenic, the often used plot device in many an Agatha Christie crime novel, is now making the cut as the micronutrient in animals. Looks like arsenic has made a role in the metabolism of amino acid methionine. In general, the US population ingests arsenic from the air, soil, and drinking water, but in much less quantities than via ingestion of food containing arsenic. The assumption from mammalian studies suggests that humans might need between 12.5 micrograms and 25 micrograms of arsenic, but the World Health Organization's provisional guideline value for arsenic is 10 micrograms per liter. But the average American consumes 40 micrograms per day. 10 micrograms to 25 micrograms are way below what we are consuming. Is that really true? Well, according to the ATSDR's data, or the Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease Registry, that is. What is arsenic anyway? Arsenic is a mineral naturally present in the environment. It is found in soil, water, plants, and animals. It exists in two forms, organic and inorganic. Organic here does not mean what we know as food grown, harvested, manufactured, and stored, and transported without the use of synthetic chemicals, okay? We're talking about organic chemicals here. Arsenic combined with carbon is organic, which is mainly found in plant and animal tissues. Arsenic with no carbon combined with other elements is inorganic and mainly found in rocks, soil, or water. Arsenic is considered highly toxic in its organic form. It's most often used in pesticides and fertilizers, but is also found in a variety of foods. We are talking about rice, but did you know chickens contain arsenic too? Because they are often given arsenic-containing drugs to make them grow faster. However, the most common food source of inorganic arsenic is, you guessed it, rice. Rice grown here in the United States contains an average of 1.4 to 5 times more arsenic than rice from Europe, Bangladesh, India, according to a survey of grains from around the world. According to Andrew Meharg, a biochemist from the University of Aberdeen in the UK, people eating a subsistence diet of 500 grams of dry American rice a day are probably consuming more than the maximum intake of arsenic provisionally recommended by the World Health Organization. Meharg's survey team thinks that the combination is a result of cotton farming, which relies on arsenic-based chemicals to kill boll weevils and to remove plants' leaves before harvest. Farms in Mississippi and Arkansas that previously grew cotton are now used for rice cultivation, says Meharg. When rice was first grown in these soils, the crops failed due to arsenic-induced diseases known as straight head. So, straight head resistant rice varieties were developed and grown that could withstand the arsenic. Mihard is now calling for a change in farming methods. He says that rice shouldn't be grown in old cotton fields. By the way, Australia is the only country that has a safety limit for arsenic in food. How does rice absorb arsenic? Since arsenic-based pesticides and chemicals were used in crops for many years, the inorganic arsenic in soil remains. And because rice is grown under flooded conditions, rice absorbs more arsenic than other crops because a lot of times the irrigation water is contaminated with arsenic too. Farmlands that have been exposed to arsenic-based chemicals have been converted to growing organic food today, may still contain this toxin. How to reduce arsenic in rice? First of all, as we has always advised repeatedly, check your food labels. Second of all, choose organic Basmati rice from California, India, or Pakistan. They are the best choices and have the least arsenic according to Consumer Reports data. A caveat to this is rice grown in Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, and most other U.S. states had the highest inorganic arsenic levels. Take note and avoid them. Third of all, if you decide you still want to eat rice, take these steps to reduce the amount of arsenic in your rice. Although FDA reports that rinsing rice may wash off nutrients such as iron, folate, thiamine, and niacin by 50 to 70%, the University of Sheffield in 2020 discovered the most effective way to remove arsenic from rice at home is through the parboiled rice with absorption method. This method is said to remove about 50% of the arsenic from brown rice and 74% of arsenic from white rice while preserving valuable nutrients. Remember, water is often contaminated with arsenic, so it's best to use filtered water. Here are the steps for the parboiled rice method. Step 1. Boil fresh water. 4 cups filtered water for every raw cup of rice. Step 2. Add rice and boil for 5 minutes. Step 3. Discard the water with arsenic. Step 4. Add fresh water. 2 cups for every cup of raw rice. Step 5. Cook the rice in low to medium heat with the lid on until the water is absorbed. Arsenic levels in rice. The amount of arsenic in rice depends on the variety of rice and where it was grown. Arkansas produced about 50% and California about 20% of the total rice grown in the United States. The rest comes from Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, Missouri, and Florida. Grains grown in California had the lowest level of arsenic among all of the rice grown in the U.S., while the white rice grains from Louisiana ranked the highest in levels of arsenic due to the residual contamination from weevil control pesticides. Brown rice is generally healthier than white rice, since white rice does not have the outer layers containing fiber and beneficial nutrients. But, according to Consumer Reports, brown rice had 80% more arsenic than white rice. For the same reason that is considered healthier, the outer hull of brown rice tends to collect arsenic, along with many valuable nutrients. Black rice, that has been found to have as many antioxidants as blueberries, will likely also have higher levels of arsenic than white rice. Wild rice is actually an aquatic grass, but is considered a grain. It may contain less arsenic depending on the water where it grows. Consumer Reports tested 223 samples of rice products and found significant levels of arsenic in almost all of them: white, brown, parboiled, jasmine, basmati, and other types of rice. Effects of arsenic on our bodies. Inorganic arsenic has no smell or taste to it, so it will be undetectable through the senses: sight, smell, or taste. So, there is no way we will know there is arsenic in our food. That is why reading labels is a very good and wise practice. According to the CDC and prevention, most of the organic and inorganic arsenic you ingest will leave your body in a few days. But some of the inorganic arsenic, the kind of more concern, will remain in your body for months or even longer. And frequent exposure to even low doses of inorganic arsenic can cause health concerns, such as headaches, stomach aches, diarrhea, abdominal pains, drowsiness, and even confusion. Long-term exposure is linked to dementia, high blood pressure, heart disease, neurological problems, type 2 diabetes, cancer, among other diseases, and can be deadly in large doses. Although we have become more aware of its presence of arsenic in rice we have in the market today, we must not be troubled or overly anxious. Miharg and his team found Basmati rice imported from India and Pakistan and jasmine rice from Thailand to contain the least arsenic. So, that gives you at least a few options. And, as we always say, check your food labels, especially all the products that contain rice, such as rice milk, especially if you buy for your kids and your babies. We hope you are now more informed about rice. We love your reviews. Drop a note in the comments and let us know what you learned from this video today. Thanks for watching the video. And I hope this video helps you to understand the certain principles and habits that are beneficial when it comes to choosing your food wisely and creating a new, healthy lifestyle. And if you're interested in watching more videos like this one, click the link in the description for your one-day keto-friendly meal plan. Then hit the subscribe button and change its color to a beautiful red. And then watch this playlist so you can learn how you can quit sugar for good.